discuss how laughably ironic the Cyberpunk DLC and update are coming up lately. That was introduced at Gamescom. You can watch that to see for more information, but they're supposedly fixing things like the police and actually having car chases. And what else was there? I don't remember. But supposedly they're fixing a bunch of stuff that the game should have freaking had in the first goddamn place. And anybody that says the game was a comeback before this DLC and such are dumbasses, unless this ironically breaks the game further. Which we'd have to make sure that it doesn't break the game further on like PlayStation systems and stuff too, because, you know, that would still be a tragedy. So, yeah, like, I'm pretty sure they're not going to fix other things, though. I don't think they made much detail on the brain-dead NPCs, like the civilians and stuff, or store owners, or the lack of variety in armor, weapons, and so on. Ironically, they did try to say they're revamping the skill trees and stuff, which is, as well as, like, augments and all that crap. Which is ironic because those had a bunch of problems. It's almost like the entire update is like them admitting every single one of those things were problems in the first place before this DLC and update is coming out. These are all the exact same problems we had with the game. And that's not even it, because we know the freaking story's not going to be fixed. Even though the story isn't terrible, there are parts of it that are not great. The endings suck. I think that Johnny Silverhand and V are unlikable jackasses throughout a good portion of the game. There's not much to the dialogue options. Most of them are questions. The rest of them still play out the same. Beat 'em Ups, once again, Beat 'em Ups video does a great job explaining everything before these updates, unless somehow it breaks it further. And, yeah, I will try to play this on a Twitch stream, hopefully, or maybe I should just play it on my own time and then talk about it in a separate video. But I will let you know that in a upcoming video, whether I'm doing that or not. Oh, you also have to realize, is this DLC payable? Because then you'd have to think about that. It's kind of like buying microtransactions or something big for a game that's already payable. That should have been good and had all these problems fixed in the first place. I know the update is free, but you shouldn't freaking be as easy or forgiving or trying to make excuses for these companies for the stupid crap they did a couple years ago and still throughout the years. People tried to convince themselves, especially after the anime, that the game was better now. No, it freaking wasn't. This update might make it better, as well as this DLC, finally, but not before those two things, so shut the hell up. I can at least see your argument after the fact, but not before the fact. So shut the hell up about it. So, we'll see how it comes out. And, yeah. It's just laughably ironic, like, the things they're fixing, because they were all the exact same things we've had problems with for years. It is not a comeback game. I think even after this, we shouldn't fully forgive things, because this should have been good in the first place. It should not have released a big disastrous mess. This is one strike for CD Projekt Red. I'll give it that. Where Bethesda's at least had a couple strikes. Like, I guess ESO kind of counts as a strike. That's a mediocre game. It's not what I wanted of an Elder Scrolls Online game. I wanted Skyrim together, or what Fallout 76 did, except that was an actual first strike you're out kind of thing, or first strike. It's 3 strikes you're out. So I guess, as well as there's mobile games that frickin' Bethesda did. I think the Fallout Shelter is an okay mobile game. I don't like the Elder Scrolls Blades game, or whatever the frick that was called. That's a strike, too. And frickin' the ESO is mediocre strike. We'll have to see if Starfield is that actual strike 3, though. But we'll have to see how that plays out too, as well as whenever Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. There was a video too talking about Skyrim being this Elder Scrolls killer. I don't believe that. There's so much you can do with the next Elder Scrolls that would be freaking awesome. Look at something like Baldur's Gate 3. If you made that like Elder Scrolls, that would be a great next Elder Scrolls 6, honestly. For an idea with all the same like mechanics, interesting NPCs and stuff, you could totally pull off a great Elder Scrolls 6. The problem is Bethesda's effort put into that game, as well as the ideas they have to contribute to it. So, yeah. Otherwise, let's hope it's not a disaster whenever it comes out, and don't rush freaking games, please. Like, frick that crap. I hope Starfield's good. I'm looking forward to Armored Core. Congratulations, Baldur's Gate 3. I hope you actually win Game of the Year. Looks freaking fantastic. And, I haven't gotten to play it yet, but my friend has, and he's having a great time with it. I've known a lot of people who like it. There's some dumbass videos trying to say, don't buy Baldur's Gate 3 and crap like that, and it's like, shut up. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But if it's for somebody else, it's for somebody else. Let the people decide. Frick you, go home. In a case like this, though, yes, people can still decide on Cyberpunk, but it is provenly so that Cyberpunk is a freaking mess before the update, unless they create a whole new mess with the update, ironically. Even more irony. But then you just look like a dumbass and make yourself look like a fool then, if trying to defend it before. That's freaking ridiculous. Anyways, I hope you have an awesome day, night, whatever. Sorry that I mostly stood here. I have a quest and it's probably going to be loud and talk over me. It'll be a loud ass fight, so speaking of which, I should probably turn down audio for certain things. I wonder if it I just thought of something because it made the audio of the Witcher music that's in Fortnite. Apparently it's copyright music, I guess. But then again, it made the Doom music copyright. And the Doom music's never copyrighted me. So maybe it's wrong? I don't know. I'll have to look into that or find out if it copyright claims me. So I'll be keeping my eye on that. So I hope you enjoyed nonetheless, and I will see you guys on the next video. Goodbye. Have a